touchdown on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's McNabb. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell him.
He's looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He might want another play. Here's Sellers to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Snags it, and he's open. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Back to throw, it's McNabb. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Clark. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Wants to throw it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Throwing, Sellers. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Johnson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Wide receiver going in motion. Sellers from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Again, it's Sellers. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Into the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And he puts through the extra point. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
On the ground, it's Jackson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's McNabb. Here's the pressure. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looking for a man. It's McNabb. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sellers makes the catch. It's Johnson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short game.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bring in the heat. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sellers to the air again. Rushes on him. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. To throw, it's Sellers. Got a man, it's Johnson. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive turns.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Pressure coming, and down he goes. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass ball's incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Here's a heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch down the right side. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. That big play really has him in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Looking downfield, it's McNabb. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the field. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. Enough pressure on him when he has this kind of time. He is just going to carve you up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we...
Snags it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Sellers. Escapes the pressure going right. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, he's doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Sellers escapes the pressure to his right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Sellers. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Wants to throw. It's McNabb. On target. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They take the lead with the 6. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Turner. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The offense changing the play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Yeah, a nice job on 3rd down, managing the situation, understanding what I needed to get. Nice job reading the defense, handing the ball off, and the running back knowing I got to get to those 1st down markers and get that 1st down.
Throwing, Sellers. Makes the grab. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. And it's picked off. yards to return from inside his 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. All wideouts, no backs. Here's Reed to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Running inside, it's Jackson. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Turning it on. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Sellers using his feet to buy time. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Eakin. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Sellers. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
To the air on second down. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They want to go for back-to-back scores. They're lining up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Turning on the Jets. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Here's Sellers to throw. Moving out to the right. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
At the 35, he's loose. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Reed. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
He wants to go deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Reed. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac. or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Knocked down for the tackle.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Reed on the move to his left. Gets rid of it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Reed to the air again. Unloads it left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Reed to throw for it on 4th. And they can't connect, and the Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Inside, it's Jackson. He's out past the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Hey, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Looks as if he's going to run it. There's a crease. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Throwing Sellers. Coming out aggressively. He's got it along the sideline. He's loose. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Penn State! And they turn it into a defensive score. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. has it. They're on the move. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running inside, it's Jackson. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Alabama quickly back to the line. Rides to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Now on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
After run, now throw. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Sellers. He tries to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. There he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Snagged out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The play action fake. Fires on the move. Makes the grab past the marker. All out of space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Trying to run, it's Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he tacked on the extra point. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Sellers to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Craver. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. Finds a seam. He is in. Touchdown, Penn State! Extra point here will tie the game.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Throwing, Sellers. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's fourth down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Looking left. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play call.
Here's a little room. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now
makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Might be looking to run. Throws into the middle of the field. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Sellers fires to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Off the boot, looking for his man. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get.
He lets it fly. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Caught, and he's got room. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air. It's Mayava. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It is perfect. That gives them a little breathing room, now up 24-20.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wants to change this route. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
That's reeled in. It's Johnson.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it way down the field. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Sellers throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. QB draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? To the air, it's Sellers. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He might want another play. Sellers from the gun on third down. Wideout trying to get it in. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on fourth and short? And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
So now it's second and long. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the catch. It's Eakin. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Again, it's Sellers. Sends it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
You know, free safeties have to be great center fielders, right? They got to play in so much space, and in man coverage, they know there's going to be routes breaking over the middle of the field. So you got to be able to put your foot in the ground and then accelerate. And that's exactly what he did on that interception. Awesome play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Mayava. Grabbed in the middle, it's Craven. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gap.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
It's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
4th down, Sellers. Unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Slings it downfield. The short hands, it's Brown. Makes the grab and room to run. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeye! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sellers. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the left side. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Penn State with the response.
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Makes the grab on the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeps it on the bootleg. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long.
Ready, go!
From the gun, wants to pass. Ryan just big tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go, ready to go!
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I like aggressiveness. Listen, you go out and get those first downs, you salt the clock away, but when you choose to throw the football, it better be high percentage. It better be easy throws. It can't be a turnover. Now my defense has to come out, make this stop for me, and save the game.
Quarterback making checks. Here's Sellers to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Using the quick game. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Second down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. It's complete. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Looking to throw on first down. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of Blue Bloods, cornerstone programs in college football, and you know both sides can't wait until they meet again. That's going to do it for us as the season marches. marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Jaron Chiave Songobolatelli. He's going to go for a big one. And he's got it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Back to pass. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Makes a catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Again, it's Songobolatelli. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And this offense put together a pretty good drive, man, but man, did they stall out. 3 straight incompletions, trying to find something that would work, but this defense, they stood up after giving up some yards and really finished this drive well.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. JKS fires into the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I absolutely love the play call here. And why? Because, guys, they're backed up. You can be conservative, but this is the part of the field, man. The defense has to cover the entire field. So a lot of times they're aggressive, trying to get to you quick, but the whole field.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes a deep grab. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45. And now this offense will take the field again. Sellers. He hurls one deep down the left side. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Nittany Lions right after the huge play through the air back to the line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. Deep shot for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sellers to the air again. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The Nittany Lions look to do some damage in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Johnson. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. As we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Might be changing the route.
Here we go. Ready. King.
Sellers from the gun on third down. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than that. Internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play. But instead, he gives up the big safety.
Here's Sellers to throw. Hauls it in. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks early in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Complete to the left. And he scores! Touchdown, Terrapins! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Throwing Sellers. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Working that left side now. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be fourth down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Sellers. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Sangapolatelli skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. That's caught. It's Lacey. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
Might have a chance. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. There he goes, open it up. They won't get him, it's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. You'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Gggggg on the play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. The run inside. It's Lacey. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gggggg from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Gggggg fires left. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long, no big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to adjust the pattern. Sellers. Going downfield for the big play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Terrapins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them. And they were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Got his man.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Running inside, it's Johnson. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Sellers to throw. He's going to run it. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Punch it out of the... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing.
returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing, Sellers. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Sellers. Makes the catch.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He wants to change this route. Sellers from the gun on third down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Going for the big play. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th. Still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But They're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
Wants to throw on first down. Releases to the running back. On the move at the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
To the air on first down. Steps away. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Throwing right. With the catch, it's Clark. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Keeps looking downfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Looking down the middle. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the snap, it's Jackson. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He might want another play. Throwing, Sellers. Makes the grab. It's Eakin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Sellers. He's going to let it go. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Dances away to buy time. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
A shot toward the end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
Unloads it left. Zips it out to his man. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. Looking to throw again. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. He's got it. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Touchdown, Volunteers!